look at both of these teams, Stan, what impresses you the most about them?
I would say the overall depth. Both of these teams have a lot of guys they can throw out there in certain situations. And as a coach, that versatility makes a big difference when you're trying to figure out your rotations.
And the starting group for the Celtics. White and Brown in the wingmen. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's G in at the center position, filling out the middle. Here's the Magician. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game. Wagner for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, one of Wagner's greatest strengths is his confidence, which you especially see on these kind of shots.
Outside White. And this young Magic team plays a stifling brand of defense, Nancy.
Yeah, the best we've seen in Orlando since the Hall of Famer Dwight Howard controlled the paint. That team also had great coaching.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from White.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
So it's Boston now. Orlando making their last shot. Here's Houdini. Last game with 30. Puts up the 8-footer. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to the bodyguard. 4-3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Outside, Brown. The three-pointer off the mark. Orlando has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's the Magician. He's guarded by White. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. The bodyguard's got 8.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Brown. Four on the clock. Back to Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Shot from the low post is good.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. We're at about the midway point of the group stage. A peek at where things stand in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, while there's still some time to make up ground, you have to make your move quick. There just aren't many group games left.
Houdini, pass to Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Now here's Banchero. He's covered closely. Pass to the Magician. And yep, it's good.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Celtics trail by 14. Outside White. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. 6 to shoot. Outside Tatum. Looking to end the run. bodyguard with a rebound. Orlando leading by 14. Banchero finds Suggs. Wagner looking it over. Back to Suggs. From the arc. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Boston has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Pass to Houdini. White with a screen on Suggs. Here's Houdini. Offensive board. There's Tatum with the three. Misses his fourth shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Here's the Magician from behind the arc. Pure from three-point range. The Magician's got 5 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot-blocking teams. Number 1, the Magic. 5th best, the Celtics.
One look at last season's shot-blocking numbers, and it's clear that these are two squads that love to play the physical game down in the paint.
Celtics trail by 17. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Outside Tatum. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. Now the Magic with it. They're on an 18-1 run. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about his approach in guarding Jason Tatum. He said, we want to crowd Tatum right from the jump and prevent him from getting into an early rhythm, especially from deep. Because when his three-point shot is falling, it opens up the rest of his game. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Inside, here's G. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
And we're only a few games in, but already some surprises to this season, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. On the positive side, a couple teams have come together quicker than anticipated, and they are outperforming early expectations.
Just 5 on the clock. 3 on 3. Here's Wagner. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Wagner's got 5 now.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Outside White. Orlando with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Atlanta.
You have to credit their game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
And that one's good. The Magician.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside White. Here's Houdini. He's covered by Suggs. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum, shot is good.
And nice shot by Tatum. Answering the three from the other end.
And Carroll with it. He also had a big impact in that win against the Hawks. He drops it from range. He's got 11.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Outside Tatum. Over Ben Carroll. Tatum. Good. Tatum's gotten his second bucket.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
Now here's Ben Carroll. Tatum with some nice D.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Here's Houdini. He's covered by Suggs. Houdini. Here's G. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts, well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Suggs outside. Back to Bane. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's G. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
Balancing a roster is tricky, B.A. You
Take a
don't
break.
want to
Take a
lose
break.
that defensive
2
identity,
shots.
but you got to give up something to get something back.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
And so he makes both from the line. Orlando with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Suggs. Black outside. Now here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, keep in mind, Carter has run these sets countless times. He's reliable when it comes to knowing where to go.
Now here's Brown. 14 points for him last game against Washington.
Well, he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So so important to team chemistry.
Here's the bodyguard. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Also, the way he was moving the ball, spectacular. Setting the table so his guys could eat.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Pass to Brown. And there's a pick. And he lobs it up. Poked away. Here's the bodyguard. Buries it down low. The bodyguard's got 16 points now.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Outside, Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Bain, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
A minute 4 left to play in the first quarter. Now Pritchard. Still no points. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
And here's Suggs. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, and you can't overlook the 4 steals he added. Those were some major momentum swings.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Brown. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Black defending. Here's Brown. Another miss by Brown.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Carter can't get it to go. With 1 on the clock. No good that time. And so it's Orlando. Already up 26 points as this quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment. So far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Boy, a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
I'll tell you what, judging from that first period, you have to love what they're doing offensively.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
We've got Wendell Carter, Anthony Black out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Goga Bitadze, and it's the Magician in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Carter, the pass to Bain. Picked by Carter. 18 feet out. Bain, no good. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They defeated Washington in their last game.
They really relied on the perimeter game in that one. Just consistent from distance all night.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop him? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a show. And showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just know that you can get a stop first.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Brian?
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And he can't get the first one. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, VA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. The Magician's got 13.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Outside Tatum. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Fifth, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers, and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
As we're seeing, missing free throws can become contagious, and now they're trying to work their way through this.
And he's good on the second. Now here's Black. No made baskets yet. Pass to the Magician from deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Now here's Tatum. 26 points for him last game against Washington. Misses the baby hook.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's the Magician, hounded by Tatum. Here's the Magician. Nails the baby hook. The Magician's got 15 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
A deep three. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. The kick out to White. Stolen by Carter. Outside Bane. Picked by Carter. Here's the Magician. Slammed in by Carter.
Well, watch Carter Jr.'s control. He sets a solid screen and then shifts right to his spot.
And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year.
Last go-around, they lost the regular season series to this team, but beat them in the playoffs.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Here's Bane, following the bucket by Boston. Hits the three-pointer.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Boston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Tatum from long range. And it's Bane with the rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Black, right side. To the paint. Clock at 4. Here's Carter. That one doesn't drop. Tatum with some nice D. The Celtics have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. And it's Houdini missing.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Black passes to the Magician. Inside. Tipped. Here's Carter. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. White on the wing. To the left side wing. There's the 3, and the basket by Houdini.
He's a true team-first guy. White is all about finding the team the best scoring chance he can.
Here's the Magician. 15 points in the game. Look it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Here's Houdini. No good from outside.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's the Magician. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Nails it from 3.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
Timeout called, the Magic. The Magic have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Knocks down the step-back J. The Magician's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And this is what you want to do when you got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Houdini. No good on the triple. The Magic have gone 8 of 15 in the second. Now looking at Franz Wagner. Is there any particular thing you'd like to see him evolve?
Yeah, B.A., I'd say the three-point shooting. He's not bashful about taking them, but he needs more of them to go in. If he can do that, good luck guarding.
And it goes.
Basket's good.
As the official calls the foul. Count it. And
Shooting
he'll
one.
shoot one more at the line.
Third team foul. Shooting for the Celtics, Chase. 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Orlando has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Wagner against Brown. It's good. Wagner's got 7 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Out to the right wing. Brown against Wagner. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Tatum from long range. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Suggs outside. Pass to Wagner. Here's the Magician. Fires the 3. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
And for Boston, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Here's Houdini. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Houdini. 6 points for him. Left side Tatum. Outside White. From deep. They get it back. Wagner against Brown. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Wagner against Tatum. And Carroll with it. He has 6 to the middle. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. Outside White to win the drought. Got a hand on it.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the Bulls tonight.
The bodyguard pass to Suggs. Here's the Magician. From the elbow. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. Love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now here's White. Coming off a 12-point game. Pass to Houdini. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Magic. The bodyguard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. The Magician sinks it from distance. The Magician's got 27 points.
Oh, 5 threes this half. The D can't contain this guy.
Outside, Brown. Here's Houdini. Here's the 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Houdini's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's his 3rd three-pointer now after not getting any in the opening period.
Pass to the bodyguard. Suggs outside. Launches it. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Suggs knocking it down, clapping right back from deep.
Boston's shooting poorly, just 29% from the floor in this game. Here's Houdini. 9 points in the game. Tatum passes to G. And he drops it in from the low post. And that's now 11 points for G. And so it's the Orlando Magic showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Jamal Mosley. Coach, how would you characterize the play from Paolo Banchero in the first half?
Willing to make the simple play, the simple pass, not trying to do too much, getting it out in transition. He's got to continue to rebound the basketball so he can push up the break and make those quick, easy decisions in transition.
Easier said than done, I know. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. And that's very much the shot. It's in.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Boston Celtics.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here now at Boston, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time, it's about instant gratification. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Very lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so here is Orlando kicking off the second half. Here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's Derek White, and it's G in at the 5.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. So it's Boston now. After the basket by Orlando. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
For the Celtics, Derek White at the line for one.
One shot. One shot.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team-level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Brown. Picked it out of midair. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's the Magician. Going inside. Houdini grabs a board. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Houdini's got 12.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
The steal. Here's G. He's got 11. Pass to Houdini. The 3. Orlando grabs the miss. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Back to Banchero. Here's the break. Here's Houdini. The kick out to White. Fires for 3. G passes to Tatum, and it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. Number 1, the Magic, the Celtics in second.
And what stuck out to me is how intense both of these teams were on D last season. Neither giving up many points to opposing teams.
Pass to Houdini. 5 to shoot.
On defense, Banchero has a lot of good physical attributes, which help him create pressure.
Down low. Here's Houdini. Outside Tatum. Outside White. The 3 is up. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back over to you, Brian.
Stay dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
And you know, Suggs seems to be shooting it with more confidence now, especially from deep.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
White can't hit.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
The Magician, pass to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. They set the screen. Pass to the bodyguard. And it goes. Jam that one home.
Banchero is a willing passer, a trait you love to see in a young star.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Here's Houdini. He's got 12. Now White. And it's Orlando with a rebound. The Magician's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Suggs surveys the D. The 3 from Banchero. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Well, the Celtics shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Releases. And it's Houdini missing.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Banchero the screen. The Magician, the pass to Banchero. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. The 3 from Suggs. Houdini grabs a board. Suggs has gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Here's G. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Wagner outside. To the paint.
Yeah, that's a great decision by Wagner. Quickly getting it to the open man.
Pass to G. Now White. And here's Brown for 3. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguards.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
The Magician, the pass to Banchero. Wagner on the wing. Drills it from deep. Wagner's got 10.
Yeah, and look at the stroke on Wagner's 3. Total confidence.
They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And he's good on the first of 3. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny. So development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter. And it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Good on the second one. And he nails the 3rd.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
The Magic have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. They set the pick. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Tatum. In transition. Looking to get it going. And that's 2 points on the layup. Tatum's got 11.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
Out to the wing. From deep, Banchero. And another 3 for Orlando.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the 3-point shot.
Boston shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. Puts up a deep 3. Orlando with the rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Denied by Tatum.
Outstanding defense from Tatum. You know he can protect the rim. You love that from a wing.
Pass to G. And stolen by Banchero. It's tipped. Tatum with a steal. Houdini, the pass to G. Left side, Tatum. Here's Houdini. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from him.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Houdini. And again, Boston with the triple.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Suggs with a screen on Brown. Wagner for 3. He's off on that one. The Celtics shooting a low 29% since halftime. In transition, the Magic on the run. The Magician misses. Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Here's G. He's got 11. Tatum from long range. The shot, no good.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Suggs finds Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. And here's Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And here's Brown for 3. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's the Magician. And the shot goes in. The Magician's got 29.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Houdini. He's got 21. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, he cranks that one off the back iron and it falls. The Magician's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the left wing, Houdini, the pass to Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 11. Suggs with a screen on White. Here's the Magician. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
He buries it from 3. Tatum's got 16 points now.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
54 seconds left in the third. From outside the arc. The shot by the bodyguard, no good.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
White, the pass to Tatum. The outside leaner. Good on the jump shot. Tatum's got 9 points now in the second half.
Just leaning in. No one there to step in front of him.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Here's the bodyguard. Suggs outside.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
Orlando shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
At the line for 2, Jalen Suggs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Suggs hits them both.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
Here's Tatum. Can't cash in the 10-footer. And so it's Orlando making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's the bodyguard in its center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Here's Pritchard. The Magic making their last shot. Pass to Queta. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play, and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled, jumping into people and stuff.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Tatum's got 21.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sideline. Tatum with a nice shot.
Wagner, the pass to the Magician. To the middle. Here's the bodyguard. He got a piece of it. Bane against Tatum. Pass to Queta. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Here's the Magician. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. The Magician's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Now here's Bane. And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
And it's Houdini missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's the Magician. From about 16, and it's Orlando with another.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
Here's Houdini. Back to Pritchard for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. He's got 4 rebounds now. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. They set a pick. Here's the Magician. And Orlando again with the bucket.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Tatum finds Pritchard. Here's Houdini. Shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by Boston. Here's the bodyguard. There are usually one or two mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
So it's Boston now. Orlando making their last shot. Stolen by Bane. He's all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Boston again missing.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Connects from downtown.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Now here's Pritchard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Outside Carter. Pass to the Magician. From deep three-point land. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Outside Pritchard. Now Tatum. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Now here's Wagner, and he's going for the lob! And an emphatic jam on the lob.
The fundamentals Wagner possesses are really impressive. Franz such a skilled and willing passer at his position.
There's Tatum with the three. And it's the bodyguard with the rebound. The bodyguard. Outside Baines. Carter on the wing. Pass to Wagner. Here's the Magician. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive. The bodyguard. It's tipped. And here's Tatum. There's the screen. Orlando grabs the miss.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's the floater. Second chance shot. Carter, good.
Well, that's exactly what Carter Jr. should be doing. Rescuing plays off the offensive glass.
Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Well, yes, the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
That's on Wendell Carter.
I'll tell you, not many players are better at forcing a defender to foul than Tatum.
And that one falls for Tatum. Stan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believe Jason Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, BA, that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Banchero's checked in for Carter. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Desmond Bane. That one misses.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. offense, defense, and on the glass. Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And the Magic pushing it up now. And got it! Another basket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Well-aimed pass by Suggs. On time and on target to a ready shooter.
Tatum passes to Houdini. It's intercepted! Suggs with it. Pass to the Magician. White with the steal. Tries to break his ice. Here's Brown. Plenty of space. Cans it from the wing.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Over to the left wing. Here's the bodyguard. Three-pointer off the mark. The Celtics have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Now Suggs. Here's the Magician. And Banchero gets it to go.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
The Celtics shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. Houdini, pass to White, and stolen by Suggs. Pass to the Magician. Brown with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Pulls up for three. And the basket by Houdini. Houdini's got 30.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's G. To the inside. The kick to Tatum. Takes the three. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And that's 13 points for G.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Magic.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for the Magician.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Suggs outside. Pass to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Suggs. Here's the Magician. Clock at 6. Strong finish with 2 hands.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
So, no problem for Orlando as they get the win. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.